Victor Lee Thompson's murder trial continues with more witnesses taking the stand. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Phyllis Smith. Day 2 of the Victor Lee Thompson murder trial started this morning. Our Alexa Griffey was back in the courtroom today. She joins us live from the Digital Center with those details. There is a big change in WVU's football program. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Phyllis Smith. WVU Athletic Director Shane Lyons is out after more than 7 years. His departure leaves a couple of unanswered questions. Who will replace him, and what does this mean for football coach Neil Brown? Republican Governor Jim Justice has been traveling all over the state to say he is against Amendment 2. Governor Justice has made another trip to Parkersburg to voice his opposition to it. He joins us now in the studio with Baby Dog to tell us more about Amendment 2. Governor Justice, thank you so much for joining us. It's such a treat. And I wanted to ask you, you have been all over the state talking about Amendment 2. Why are you so against Amendment 2? Masks are no longer required at Wood County schools. The mask mandate was lifted at last night's Board of Education meeting by a vote of 3-2. Students and staff can still wear masks if they choose. The verdict is in. A jury finds Madison Wine guilty of killing her grandparents. Jury members found Wine guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder, first-degree arson, attempted murder, and animal cruelty. Wine was on trial for killing her adoptive parents in a 2019 house fire in Davisville. Good afternoon, everyone. Here's a look at what we're working on for the news tonight at 5 and 6. Ohio Republican Governor Mike DeWine is facing a test of the far-right's sway as he seeks another term in office. DeWine remains the favorite in Tuesday's primary, despite losing the backing of some conservative groups who are angry over his aggressive pandemic policies. We'll have the details on those stories and more, plus Kurt Greenfield is in with your forecast and Ryan Wilson is in with sports. It's all coming your way tonight at 5 and 6. It's been great having you fill in, and I also know that we are starting to think alike because look at our outfits today.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Feeling a little blue, and we've got the little trim around the middle, so great minds think alike.
Of course.
New tonight, we have the final update for the search of the new Marietta City Schools superintendent, and it's here. Brad Silvis was announced as the new superintendent by the Marietta City School Board of Education. You can see him there. The official announcement came today at a special Board of Education meeting. Rick, you were right. It was a rainy weekend. I'm so glad to see the sun again.
Yeah, the spirits soar when we have sunshine. When it's gloomy and damp, it's a little hard to keep up effervescent.
Yes, I've watched a lot of TV this weekend.
I think we all did.
I did not do much, but I do feel a lot better now that the sun is back. I'm glad it's going to stick around for a while.
Well, we're drying out. It is fall now.
Yes, thank you, Kurt. So I know we saw the poll question, and we were talking about that a little bit. How much sleep do you get? I feel like that's a hot topic.
It's a loaded question.
It is.
Because the question is not how much solid sleep do you get. They're just asking for the totals.
That makes a big difference. I know some people in the newsroom give me a hard time because I like to sleep. I'll just go ahead and say it. I like to sleep a lot.
Well, if that's what you need, I like to sleep a lot too, but somebody keeps slamming a car door at 5 a.m. and I'm awake.
That'll wake you right up. And I know we work late, so you know.
We turn in late.
It comes with the territory.
Yeah.
So yeah, they can't give us a hard time for that.
I hope not.
For nearly 40 years, nobody could beat the bowling record at Emerson Bowling Lanes in Parkersburg, but that all changed last week. Our Caitlin Streeter takes us to Lane 23 at Emerson Lanes, where history was made. New tonight, Parkersburg police say one person is arrested after a pursuit this afternoon. It began on Interstate 77 northbound before entering Parkersburg via Route 50 with speeds going about 100 miles per hour.
Are you set with your Halloween costume, or did you already have yours?
I went to the SW Resources Masquerade Ball this weekend with my friend Lauren and Andrew Knoll from Daybreak, and we had a lot of fun. And I had a mask on, and then I had some jewels that I put on my face too, so that was fun.
Ooh, la la.
Yeah.
Now, did they have to guess who it was behind each mask, or?
Oh, yes.
I mean, was like the Masked Singer that sort of a contest?
Kind of, but we took them off and on, and it was kind of casual. But yes, I'm sure nobody knew who I was.
Of course not.
Great disguise.
And West Virginia is always a factor in college basketball as long as Bob Huggins is their coach.
I do remember he had a soundbite once. He said that basketball is like your girlfriend. You have to pay attention to her or she's going to get angry. So
That's
I thought
quote.
that was on the money. Yeah, Bob Huggins had it right there.
That's a good quote.
The National Transportation Safety Board held a news conference this morning about the fatal plane crash that happened yesterday. The investigation into the circumstances that led up to the fatal crash is underway. The COVID-19 pandemic caused many people to wonder how they would pay rent and keep food on the table. That's where the Mountaineer Rental Assistance Program stepped in to help. Curtis Johnson looks into why that program recently had to return money to the federal government. Coming up tonight at 11, the calls for legislative action continue across the country after the school shooting in Uvalde, Texas. We hear from West Virginia's governor and leadership in both parties about gun control. Democratic Senate candidate Tim Ryan visits Marietta today to talk to workers in the manufacturing industry. He has campaigned aggressively across the state to hear directly from working people and share his plans to cut workers in on the deal. Stay tuned for those stories and more coming up tonight at 11. And I'm excited for the Parkersburg homecoming.
Oh yes, I can't wait for that either. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, I know it'll be your first time, and we're going to be in the parade together. That's at 12:30, so that'll be fun. I know Henry is driving, so he's got to get in line for the parade a little earlier.
Yeah.
And then we can show up, but that'll be fun.
Oh yeah, hopefully it'll stay dry.
Yes,
After-
I know you said it's still a little too early
Yeah,
to tell.
yesterday they were showing some showers starting later, but today it's a little earlier, so I'd say look again tomorrow and see where they're at with the rain.
Great, I'll be asking again tomorrow.
All right.
And I know I've kind of been asking you all week, what is the weather going to be like Saturday for the parade?
I think we're gonna miss most of the showers whenever the parade happens, but later in the day though we are gonna start seeing those showers pop up.
Well, that's good during the parade. I know one year we got doused, and
Oh.
it wasn't so bad, but I would prefer it to stay dry. But I know, and then Friday it all kicks off, and you said it'll be a lot like today.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot like today, a nice sunny day. Temperatures are going to be a little bit warmer, but still a really nice day for the first day of homecoming.
Looking forward to that. Yoga at the Point is back at Point Park in downtown Parkersburg. There was a big crowd for its first night, and there was even some live music. Yoga at the Point is a free yoga class offered by Full Circle Yoga. Cheryl McHugh is the owner of Full Circle Yoga, and she was the instructor for Wednesday's class. Yoga instructors at Full Circle say it's a great way to try yoga if you've never done it before.
It's free, so just being able to just try it, there's no expectations, no judgments. So just being able to not only be with the community, but to try something new and then maybe fall in love with it.
I think the important thing to remember is yoga's for everyone. You know, all shapes, sizes, you know, all of it.
The class starts at 6 p.m. and lasts an hour. It will be every Wednesday until the last Wednesday in September. Yoga is a great form of exercise. It's a way to unite the breath, the body, and the mind. Another benefit is that it gives you some peace of mind. Matt Smith has been going to yoga at the Point for a few years with his mom. He says he likes the way he feels after a class.
I feel so much better as far as I feel very stretched out, limber, warm, my back feels nice, but it helped calm my brain from my day's troubles.
Different businesses sponsor each yoga class so that it's free to attend. In Parkersburg, Phyllis Smith, WTAP News, this is home.
WTAP is hosting a Veterans Lunch happening right now at the VFW Post 1212 on Garfield Avenue in Parkersburg. And here to join us is our very own Phyllis Smith, who's live at the lunch. Good afternoon, Phyllis. How's the Veterans Lunch going?
Good afternoon, Zach. It's going great. It's been going for about an hour and it's going to last until 2. And I'm joined now by VFW Post Commander of 1212, Darren Shrewsbury. Darren, thank you for joining us. And what does it mean to have the community support today for an event like this? So we were talking earlier about, so the poll question is, today is National Sandwich Day, and we were asking if a hot dog is a sandwich. And we wanted to ask Ryan Wilson, because he's very passionate about this topic.
Phyllis, it's not a sandwich. It's a hot dog. Is a taco a taco?
No.
Right. You think a taco's a sandwich? It's the same. It's the same like outline.
It's never going to end.
It will never end. It keeps being brought up, and everyone asks me every time. I have the same answers, so
Yes.
I don't think it's safe.
All right.
So I would not
Ryan.
celebrate with hot dogs today.
Ryan is team hot dog is not a sandwich.
Not a sandwich today.
Yes. All right, thanks, Ryan. That's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back tonight at 11.